Live from the Jersey Shore to the world. Get up, get out, do something. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Take the show wherever you go. Download the free Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Good morning, Toms River. Good morning, Ocean County, Monmouth County, and everybody else who was up at 7:08 this morning. I have made it an hour and a half, and we have an hour to go, and I'm ready to go. It is 61 degrees outside. It is a beautiful day, going to be a high of 80 today. So get up, get out, and do something. If you'd like to join the conversation, call us at 732-505-1160 and tune in at 1160 and 1310 a.m. or on your Radio Pup app. And I am very happy to be joined this morning. As I said before, I have two friends coming in today, which is great. And Adam Binder of Creative Click Media is here at our 7 o'clock hour to really talk about his story and what he does on a daily basis, which probably keeps him up 26 hours a day. So, Adam, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming in, and thanks for. I asked you if you got up a little earlier this morning. You said no, it's just a normal day.
Yeah, I'm always up early.
You know, so tell me a little about yourself. I mean, I've been talking about you all morning. I've been excited to have you in here because I really think you tell a great story about people who have ambition and want to do something for themselves, but even more importantly, to do something for the community. So tell us about Creative Click Media. Tell us about yourself.
So Creative Click Media is, an internet marketing company. We do, website design. We help promote businesses and make sure they're successful on the web, through a number of different services. But I feel like all my prior experiences have been leading me to this. I used to work, my first career, I guess you would say, was in insurance. And I was good at it because I like people. And I think if you care about people, you can excel in a lot of different things. But it wasn't for me. It wasn't really my calling, and I was quite frankly kind of bored with it. So I went on to the restaurant industry, and that also was great. Taught me customer how to take care of a large amount of customers, and how to manage. Later on when I became a manager, how to manage a large staff, which is now very helpful to me as my company is growing. Pair that with my degree in education, which it's also very, very helpful as you're trying to teach people, to fill positions that require a lot of knowledge. So it's been an interesting journey, and we still got a lot to go.
Yeah, and I always say, what I find amazing about how you've built your company in a short period of time. I mean, Creative Click Media. How long have you been around?
Realistically, just under 5 years, but for a good part of that, it was just me and a laptop, and this all started when I was doing that insurance business. I built my first website, and, I soon realized I needed to drive traffic to it, so I started learning SEO, and soon my business was ranking #1 in Brick and Toms River and all the local areas for life insurance. And I'm like, man, this is a really valuable service that businesses could use. And lo and behold, it's a huge industry that I had never really known anything about until it, practically appeared.
Right, and I always say, I believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. You just do it offline, not on the radio. No, but is that you really have grown your business by a handshake, by going out and meeting people, showing them the product that you have, but also, your personality, and you talked about customer service and being in the restaurant. I think every time I see you out talking to people, I feel like you're about to get them a drink because you feel like you're talking to people, you're engaging in the conversation, you're listening to them, and really everything you do has that personal touch.
Absolutely, and I think you hit the nail on the head. Being a good listener is something, it's a skill that I feel is, certainly underrated right now. Everybody likes to talk, not everybody likes to listen, but being a good listener is really the key to not just my business, but any business. If you can really listen and care about what people, their needs, you can, you have a much better chance of delivering on them.
Yeah, and being, creating websites and, spending probably a lot of your day on the computer. Okay. And I always talk about the fact, I think where we are today, everybody texts, they email, they instant message, they whatever they can do to avoid face-to-face contact or voice-to-voice, they do. But you, again, I mean, you're out and about, you're in the community. I think, I mean, how many boards, how many community events and activities are you at on a weekly basis?
Oh, a lot. It's I'm all over the place. I feel like I spend half of my day in the car. I don't even know how many boards or organizations I'm involved with, but the number is growing.
Yeah, I mean, I know together we're on the Greater Toms River Chamber of Commerce board. Tomorrow morning, and I've talked a little bit about today already, we'll be at 7:30 tomorrow morning at the Tuscan Bistro Bar, sharing breakfast pizza, not the same slice, but we'll have our own slice, having some coffee with an amazing, right now, 80 other representatives of businesses, nonprofits, and I believe you were a member of the marketing committee when this all started.
Yeah,
at the
absolutely.
Greater Toms River. And it has turned into this great opportunity, as you said, face-to-face, listening to people, listening to their needs, and be able to turn that into business perspectives.
Absolutely. And I'm really excited about tomorrow, too, because I'm deeply involved in both organizations, the Greater Toms River Chamber of Commerce and the Jersey Shore Business Network. And bringing them together is going to be exciting. Like you said, we've got a record turnout. Who knows, that number might even go higher. It should definitely be exciting.
There is a rumor out there that the turnout has increased since Jeremy took over the radio station and I took over the Member Connect. But that's only a rumor that's out there. And Jeremy, of course, says it has nothing to do with the fact that he's no longer hosting and that I'm hosting. But I gotta toot my own horn somewhere.
They might be coming for flat Jeremy.
They could be coming for flat Jeremy, and actually, that we should talk about that. I think that's a great promo that we have going on there at the Member Connect. So talk about what are some of your favorite projects you've worked on, websites or other type of internet projects you've worked on.
Yeah, well, recently the Greater Toms River Chamber of Commerce, that's got to be one of my favorite projects that we've ever done. It's a very innovative website. It probably was the work of 20 websites in one. Many hours and details went into it, and it's a work in progress. We're continuously trying to improve it, listening to the feedback we're getting from members, just continually updating it with content. And users are updating it with content. One of the big things is the community calendar, which anybody can just go on our website and upload a community event. So far, dozens of people have done so. And, it's becoming like the central hub for all things that are Toms River. And we hope that, that will continue. I'd love to see hundreds of events on there.
Now, what is the actual address for the Greater Toms River Chamber of Commerce? What is the website address?
Just tomsriverchamber.com.
Okay. I still Google because I always forget, which it is. So I want to make sure I'm there. So it's tomsriverchamber.com.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
So, we've got the community calendar. That's great. Like I said, lots of people are utilizing it. We also have a job portal. The chamber is really trying to help businesses on all levels, and I think obviously employment is a big part of that. So, Noel had this great idea to put a job board in. So sure, why not? Let's do it. And we've got our first few postings. We're getting some positive feedback on that. So that's really nice. And I don't know of any other local business organization that's really doing anything quite like that. We've got a blog and a news section. We've got some great user-uploaded content. I think at least 10 members have uploaded some great informational, educational stuff.
I like the tag, the WeAreTR tag, that if you hashtag and post something at Instagram, it ends up there.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised.
Exactly. And that's nice. Everybody can have their 15 minutes of fame. And, it brings up the whole community, I think, to make it an interactive thing where everybody can be a part of it.
We are talking to Adam Binder of Creative Click Media, and if you want to join the conversation, please call us at 732-505-1160. We'll be back in a moment.
Wake up with Jeremy Grunin wherever you go. Download the Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310.
We are back. I almost forgot we were back. I was daydreaming there for a second, but welcome back. It is 61 degrees. It is 7:22. Get up, get out, and do something. And we are talking to somebody who does that every day, and that is Adam Binder of Creative Click Media. And speaking of getting up, getting out and doing something, we're talking about the websites that he has done, Greater Toms River Chamber of Commerce website, but he also, did a website for, somebody we know and is near and dear to our microphone heart. And he's done the Jay and Linda Grunin Foundation website. So tell us a little bit about that website.
So that website is again, another one of my favorite projects. From a design perspective, it's very unique, just the way it displays all of the recent things that they're doing and, all of the recent things in the community. It's really forced us to think outside the box as far as the information architecture. I won't bore you with the details, but we basically stretched WordPress to the limits.
I can imagine.
It's really a cool project from a design perspective. It really allows us to showcase all the wonderful things they're doing in the different sectors that they're working in.
I go to the website every now and then because I'm always forgetting about dates of things. And the thing that always gets me is it always seems like the homepage looks different. And, when I click to a separate, it looks like it's constantly changing.
Right. And that's one of the beautiful things about any website that we build is it comes with training. We will teach you how to maintain your website. But over there, it's, at the Jay and Linda Grunin Foundation, imperative that they can do that because they're always uploading new content. They're always, on the scene taking photos of things in the community. And to be able to do that with ease, I know has been very important to them.
Yeah. So let's help everybody out there because this is something I struggle with all the time. So we have a website, okay, and everybody posts stuff on Facebook. Okay. And it's always the question of how'd they get that clip on Facebook and how'd they get that off the website? So, what is the easiest trick in the book? I mean, the way I do it is I just copy a address and throw it onto my Facebook page. But somebody the other day was telling me it's even easier. Is there an easier way to do it?
Yeah, it depends. Do you mean from if you're the website owner or just somebody?
No, just if you're John Doe.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the websites have the click to share, but if you do copy the URL, you might want to just pick your own image. A lot of times it does it for you, or it might just grab something that's irrelevant, or might not grab the image at all. So
yeah. So as a business owner, when you talk to business owners about their websites and about social media, getting their name out there, where do you really try to put people out there? Is Facebook the place to be? Is Twitter? Is Instagram? Is LinkedIn? I mean, if I talk to my daughter, she probably has 6 other social medias that she uses that I don't know what her password and username is. But what is the best thing for business owners?
Well, it really depends on what type of business. For a lot of businesses, Facebook is a great place. For other businesses, it might not be. I know financial professions are highly regulated. You're going to find those guys on LinkedIn mostly. For businesses that are highly visual, restaurants, Instagram is the place to be. For most businesses, the right answer to that is a combination. But you've got to pick the ones that play to your strengths.
Okay, that's good. Well, we're going to be back in a moment, so please join the conversation at 732-505-1160 and ask Adam your question about your website and your Facebook dilemma.
Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Live from the Bob Levy Broadcast Center overlooking the Toms River. It's time to get up, get out, do something. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Be a part of the show. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Good morning and welcome back. Toms River, Ocean County, Monmouth County. It is 7:35 on a beautiful Thursday morning, March 10th. 61 degrees outside. because I haven't looked again, so it's been 61 since 5:30, so we'll keep it at 61 degrees. But it's going to be a high of 80 degrees today. Today is a great day to get outside and enjoy this beautiful weather. We are talking to Adam Binder of Creative Click Media, and I like when we're offline, we get to talk about some fun stuff, personal stuff, and things like that. But I won't embarrass him about the open mic night, and we won't talk about that. But I do want to talk about, it's a good lead-in that, Adam is out in the community. He does a lot of work for different organizations, and he does them pro bono, which basically means he is giving his time, his efforts, his product to the community. So tell us some about those projects.
Well, we've done a bunch of different projects. Most recently, we're about to launch one for Northern Ocean Habitat for Humanity, a new website. It's beautiful. We've really spent a lot of time getting this right, and improving their image, and getting the right information out there. CASA of Ocean County is another one that's just on the cusp of launching, and we just started one for the Ocean County Military Support Group. That's going to be a while to launch. We do some social media marketing for the American Cancer Society. But I got to say, one of my favorite moments running this business was seeing my son's face light up at the Blue Claw Stadium when we watched the video. We did a cute little animated video for Big Brothers Big Sisters of Ocean County. That was pretty awesome to watch it, larger than life, and just watch my son. He looked at me and said, "That's your video. You did that."
And it's great. I mean, we always try to impress our kids, because our kids watch us every day working and leaving the house, and they're like, what's going on here? And to see the product right in front, I can only imagine him glowing and looking at, that's my dad.
Yeah,
that's great. And I know you did the animated video last year when we rolled out the We Are TR from the Greater Toms River Chamber of Commerce, and we did the whole voting and everything. And those were the coolest videos I ever saw.
Oh, thanks.
I mean, on how you just, with the, again, I just call the fake people. I can't draw. I have no creative limbs in my body, so there's no way I could do things like that. But how do you, is this just something like you wake up in the middle of the night, you're like, I got an idea?
I can't take full credit. I did have the idea to add this animated video thing to our list of services. But the people that I work with, our team, is amazing. The ideas that they come up with, and the ideas we come up with as a team, are so much more than the individual. A lot of times we pass a project around, and each time it goes around, somebody adds something more magical to it, and it becomes this thing with a life of its own. So
we started our conversation by you saying that 5 years ago you started your business sitting on a chair with a laptop. Mm-hmm. How many people do you have working for you now?
We've got about 10, and we've got some great interns from the MATES program.
Oh, great.
Really, really good stuff.
Where do you find most of your staff? Is it from the county? Is it, doing local advertising, or really word of mouth?
Really everywhere. Some people have been referred to me personally, just in the nick of time, I might add. Other people we find, we post jobs online, or just people inquire on our website. We actually have something on the jobs page on our website that says, if you don't see a job that listed here, but you think you have something of value, apply. Send us a message. And people do. People send us messages all the time. A lot of them are crazy and far-fetched, but some of them are really cool and things that we would actually consider. So.
I have to imagine, with website businesses, and I'm sure there are companies that pop up every day that say they can do it better than the last one, that you really have to be ahead of the game. You really have to be creative, because when you go out there and you're selling your company, you really need to be able to show somebody that there's something special.
Absolutely. And like I said, we don't just build a website. We build you a marketing tool. It's a comprehensive marketing tool that will drive traffic to it. We'll make sure that once the traffic is there, that they're taking the desired actions. If it's an e-commerce store that that people are visiting your shopping cart, if it's a lead generation site that people are dropping their information, make sure that it's working for you.
Okay, so we're going to hand you the Jeremy Grunin magic wand. The fairy dust, as much fairy dust as you need. What is Adam Binder doing with it?
Well, I like what's happening with the. I see an increased emphasis on STEAM education. I'd like to see that continue. I'd like to see our area become continue to lead the way in that. I know there's some exciting things you were talking about happening at OCC,
right?
With NJIT and That's great. I see it. I was talking about my interns at the Mates program. It's so important that we that we lead the way in that, and innovate, for our workforce to attract good employers to make our community great.
As Jeremy always says, we need to invest in our children because they are our future.
Exactly. And I have a 4-year-old who's very, very intelligent. I always say I'd love to see him go into something that has to do with technology. It's not going away, and those are the jobs of the future.
Enjoy every day. They grow up very fast. Very, very fast. So how do people get a hold of you? What's the best way to talk to you about business? How do they find you out there?
I would say just drop me a message through the website, creativeclickmedia.com. That's probably the best way, or just send an email over to info@creativeclickmedia.com.
And where are they going to see you the rest of the week? Where are you going to be tomorrow morning?
I'll be at Member Connect bright and early tomorrow. I'm usually one of the first people there, so definitely come see me there. Yeah,
and again, I believe Adam is definitely the poster child for how to build a successful business. From the laptop in the lap up to 10 employees in 5 years, and really doing some phenomenal work. So I appreciate you coming in this morning. Thanks for waking up with Jeremy Grunin, but Phil Brilliant as a substitute. Hopefully that was good. And if you want to join the conversation, please call us at 732-505-1160. Adam, thanks for your time. We'll be back after this.